Hey everyone, I am here today to do a product review for the outdoor brand of ukulele. My particular model is the Soprano, so I'm going to go ahead and review this for you. I'm going to take you through all the different specs of the instrument. I'm going to start out with the pros, and then I'm going to move on to the cons, and then at the end of this I will give you my overall rating on a scale of 1 to 10 of what I think of this instrument. So let's go ahead and get started with the pros. All right, so let's get started with the pros. Pro number one, the Outdoor Company is a domestic company based in Bend, Oregon. It's only been around for about 6 years, but they actually manufacture all of their instruments on site. So you can actually go to their factory in Oregon. They hand make these instruments. They take about 24, 48 hours to make. They say usually up to 3 days. And they make them custom. So you're not gonna talk about an instrument that is mass produced, and because of that, the craftsmanship is top notch on these instruments. If you take a look at it, this is really, really well crafted. This feels like a really good quality instrument. If you take a look at the tuning pegs, which for me, tuning pegs better be really awesome because this is what's gonna make or break my playing experience. Excellent tuning pegs. They have this cute little outdoor ukulele, try to get a little closer on that logo, really solid. This model is the Soprano. It comes with the fluorocarbon strings, so it has that little bit thinner string, not your usually your Aquilas are a little bit thicker. I really like these strings quite a bit. And they actually have custom options. Now, not every company is going to give you custom options. In fact, none of the companies that I've ordered an instrument from ever have allowed me to customize my instrument. And what I mean by that is that you can actually add certain elements to your instrument. So pro number two is just you can customize this. You can, in fact, what I did is I paid an extra $5 to add a strap button, which they will put in for you so you can get it with the strap button. This is going to come in really handy if you prefer to play with the strap if you're out and about, which I do quite a bit. So you can add the strap button, very, very inexpensive to upgrade. Also, if you buy the tenor model, you can add the low G string upgrade, which is only another couple dollars. Well, they'll put a low G string on there for you and it'll arrive already installed, which is great. So the customization is definitely next level on these. Pro number three is that these are, because they are made of polycarbonate, they are heat proof, humidity proof, weatherproof, climate proof. You can take this anywhere, and they're marketed as the outdoor ukulele for that reason. You can go camping, you can go in the rain, you can go in the cold, you can take this anywhere, you can play it outside. If you're a person who likes to play out as a street performer, if you're a person who likes to go to campground, you can take this and be confident that it is not going to fall apart, it is not going to sound terrible, it's not going to get ruined. And because it is so well made and so well crafted, I have no reservations about taking this with me anywhere I go. In fact, I'm getting ready to head out on a trip in a couple weeks in a very, very hot climate, and I am taking this with me because I travel with my uke most of the time that I travel. So that is huge. Those are three huge, huge, huge pros. It also, for a plastic instrument, sounds good. You know, if I go to on a soprano, you know, so sopranos have a teeny tiny little body. I also like the compactness of this. It's very, very slender and slim. So this is just the best possible situation if you're a traveler and you want to play a good quality instrument that is crafted well, that is made with the highest top notch, made by actual people that are putting these things together every day. So these are some major, major pros. Now I'm going to move on to the cons. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the cons. Now, in this situation, there aren't really a whole lot of cons, but there are definitely a couple things that if I was on the fence and not sure if I wanted to purchase this instrument, that I would just want to know ahead of time. So I'm going to kind of tell you what I think that those would be for someone who's maybe a little bit on the fence and not sure where they want to go with this. So the price point on this is a little higher than you might think. Now remember, this is not the Soprano. This is the clear version. I have the silver hardware on there. You can choose between silver and gold, and the price point right now is $125. So if you are a person who's used to purchasing really inexpensive instruments, that's going to seem like a lot of money. Now, it all depends on where you come from. Before I got into this world of ukuleles, I was a flute player. I played band and orchestra instruments that are extremely expensive. I remember that when I was going to college and I had to purchase my first professional Yamaha silver flute, it was over $2,000. It was a lot of money. And as a piano player, I also do that. If I wanted to purchase a stage piano, it's going to cost me, a good stage piano, in the thousands of dollars. So when I hear $125, I don't think that that's like the end of the world. I think, to me, it's almost cheap, right? But if you're a person who's new to this and you have not spent a lot of money on instruments, $125 can seem like a lot. But here's what I want to say about that. Yes, it is $125. Yes, it is a higher price point than maybe you would expect for a plastic ukulele. But remember, you're ordering from a company that is smaller, that is not mass producing, that are making these by hand. To me, that in and of itself is worth a little bit more money. The craftsmanship is excellent. And if you want something that's going to last you for years and years and really be able to take a beating and go out in all different environments, I think that this is well worth $125. But if you're trying to buy a first instrument for a little kid who's not sure that they want to even play, then I would probably recommend that you go with a lower model, maybe a Macala Dolphin or the Kala Waterman, which is about $49.99, is less than half the price. So that might be step one, and then maybe upgrade to this. But if you're a seasoned player, if you're a person who's played and you're collecting these, which most ukulele players that I know, we collect, right? Like, we don't stop at one, we get a bunch. This is definitely one I would recommend that you get in your collection, but it is going to be a higher price point than maybe you would think to look at this and think, wow, $125, that's a lot. So just be aware of that. The other thing is you don't get any extras. Now, most companies don't give you extras. You don't get a bundle with all these extra things. You legitimately get the ukulele in a cardboard box with a couple cute little stickers that say outdoor ukulele, and that's it. So you're not getting extras. You're not getting a strap. You're not getting a capo. This is not a bundle. This is the price for the instrument, period. Okay? Which again is kind of a standard in the industry. You don't always get the extras, but if you're used to getting the little bundles with a bunch of things, you're not going to get that. That price is just for the instrument itself. You're going to have to buy a gig bag. You're going to have to buy any extras you want. If you want to use a strap, you're going to have to buy that on your own. So just be aware of that. The other thing is they don't make a concert size. So they only make soprano and then they make tenor. So if you're a person who likes to play concert sized ukulele, they don't make one. You have to either go real small or a lot bigger. I like the soprano for the traveling. Of course, the tenor is going to be bigger and have bigger sound because it has a bigger body. So you have to decide, do you want to go small or do you want to go big? There is no in-between option, which isn't, like, again, the end of the world, but it is something that if I was new and not sure if I wanted to buy this or not, I would want to know that that's just not going to be an option. So you have to decide between soprano or tenor. So I would say those are my three cons to this, but in the end, it's not really cons. It's just things that you should know going into it so that you're not surprised when you get this home. Now we're going to move on to my overall rating. Okay, now it is time for my final overall rating of this instrument. Remember that the pros that I said, they have great craftsmanship, great small business, made in the USA, love that. Love that you have some customization options. You can add strap button, you can add low G-string. You have great materials that these are made of. They are heat, humidity, weatherproof, resistant. For that reason, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. So if you're looking for a ukulele that is specifically geared to be played outside without having to worry about any of that stuff that you have to worry about with wooden instruments, this is what you want to buy. Love it, love it, love it. Remember that I said that the cons or simply that it does have a little bit of a higher price point, and I think that is just because it's going to cost more to manufacture something that is sort of in-house, so to speak, and you don't get a bunch of extras. You don't get to choose a concert size. You have to choose from your soprano or your tenor. But the other cool thing about this company is that they offer guitars that are made for outdoor. They have banjoleles. They have some really, really cool instruments, and they keep expanding. So definitely check out their website because they've got some great stuff going on out there in Bend, Oregon. Remember that if you are not a subscriber, you definitely want to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so that you keep getting new content as I release it. Remember, when it comes to my product reviews at this stage of the game, I am not endorsed by any company. I'm not given anything for saying nice things. I am just a teacher that plays a lot of instruments, that has a lot of experience with different things, and I'm just sharing that with my viewers. So thank you so much for listening, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all the wonderful things that you guys say and all of your support. Hope you have a great day. I'll be back with more reviews later on. Have a good one.